manager, my social will line up his guys like this.
And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys.
His numbers are on your screen.
Against Feldman. Pretty windy outside and cold, so let's see what we can do in here. Maybe get some hits or something, maybe some home runs. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
Quickly a look now at the defensive alignment they'll face in this one.
Yeah, Evan Gaddis.
Craig Gentry moved towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line at right.
One of the keys of the game for this guy is going to be getting out early in the count. It doesn't necessarily have to be one pitch like it was there. He needs to keep those 20-pitch innings to a minimum. That's a good start to the game for him there.
Freddie Freeman will stand in.
To a real hot start at the plate as he comes into this one sporting a 400 batting average.
Now the first pitch. Cut fastball in there for a full strike.
Home nine as they take the field here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Well, don't worry. I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him.
Mike Trout will stand in for the first time now.
7th in the American League in hitting.
Here's the first offering. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third.
Angels down quickly there on just 4 pitches. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Starting
lineup for the Astros looks like this.
They tee it up against a now two-time All-Star, hard-throwing left-hander C.J. Wilson.
See what we can do here.
And defensively, the Angels will look like this in the field.
Carlos Correa will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Now he's swinging a hard hit ball to short.
Throw on first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. With that, why don't we check out the scouting report for tonight's starter as you see the pitches he'll rely on as the night moves forward.
Carlos Gomez will stand in for the first time.
1-for-3 back on Wednesday. First offering on the way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much. But it's 0-1. Eric, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight here in the bottom of the first. They've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity. So we'll see if these guys are up to the task.
0-2.
Bases are empty, one man out. Here's the pitch. Foul back.
Out of all.
Now another 0-2. Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one.
Down on strikes for the second out.
Well, you always want to avoid using a lot of energy in the early part of the game, and he's taking that to heart. 5 pitches and 2 outs already here in the bottom of the first.
Jose Altuve get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. First pitch comes. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
And so was the guy on the mound.
Now a swing and a high chopper down the third baseline. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. We've played an inning. No score.
Nothing.
C.J. Cron will stand in. 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest.
Now the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this
will get into the crowd.
Now here's the pitch.
That's a gap in right center, and he may get himself extra bases here to start the inning. Around first, on his way to second now. And he is in there safely as he starts the second with a double.
That's a good hit.
Boy, when you hit a ball into the gap like that, I don't care who the outfielders are. You have no chance of chasing that thing down. Splits the outfielders perfectly, in for an easy double. Boy, you got some things going now.
There we go.
Albert Pujols will get his first chance here. 2 for 4 in Wednesday's game.
Just like getting hot. When he gets hot, he's going to be hot. Hot. Yeah. Hot.
Now here's the first pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. One strike to Pujols. And this ball's heading 6 down the right side. The count will move to 0-2 now. He's ready now. The pitch. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up the plate.
Even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
The 1-2. This is offered at in the dirt for strike 3. Just needs to make that easy throw to first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Dang it.
Stepping in now, Joesph Escobar. As he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
First pitch coming. Line out to second and caught by Altuve. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning.
We just can't buy a hit. What the heck is happening here, folks?
Kevin Gaddis will start things off in the bottom
We
of the
hit, we're gonna hit. Former Brandon Gaddis is up to play. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday, or if you're watching it, a good Sunday, or
Now here's the first
Friday,
pitch.
whatever you're having.
Went about halfway there, but it's a strike regardless.
Oh, very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Better to get pitch there.
Now here it comes. Now this is hit high and deep out to left.
It's gonna be! And out!
Get back and he'll put this one away.
Holy cow!
Yeah, and this ball was hit pretty well, but it was always going to stay in the ballpark. And you see the left fielder just drift back and make the play on the warning track.
Titry. Great Titry.
Here's George Springer.
It's the Springer Show!
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
The 1-0 pitch. Not close. It's 2-0.
Racing pitches.
That's
Come on.
a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastballs. Don't give him what he wants.
Here he comes.
Come on now. Get it!
Back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2.
Yeah, you've got a cold night. The ball won't be carrying as well, so you can afford to take a few more chances in the strike zone and challenge some guys. In that case, up in the strike zone.
And here's a changeup in there for a cold third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Holy
That's a nice
cow!
comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there.
Look, that's a perfect pitch there to
And
get
then
in.
he executed that plan all the way through the
That's
at-bat.
probably a 120 pitch.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. As he's swinging for his pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. Base hit.
All right, we give him base hit. That's all right. That's all right there. It's all right.
And that'll break the string of 5 straight to start tonight. They finally get their first base runner here with 2 outs for a second. Good to at least get something on this guy before he really settles into a groove out.
Colby Rasmus will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. First pitch coming from Wilson. Now here's a fastball from Wilson. Gets ahead 0-1.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Outside fly for a 1-1.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught reaching on that pitch. We've seen a few of his teammates do it already. That's a great job to recognize slider and play off.
Here's the 1-1. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays over.
Come on.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-2 now.
He might have thought he could get another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Bottom of the second here with no score. 3-2 now as Wilson runs the count.
Okay, what are we going to do here?
Now, 3-2,
Let's go
2
back to
out.
the
He'll be
fastball.
helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Full count offering on its way. And a slider swung on and missed in the
Just
side
go
of
sit down.
One left for Houston. We'll move to the third with no score. Cole Calhoun will get his first opportunity. 0 for 4 in Wednesday's ball game.
The Cajon.
Here's the first offering. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground.
Best shot. Look at that every time.
He's on to lead off the inning.
Base hit every time.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Giovanni Soto
will step in now. And here's the first pitch. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike one.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Comes set, now the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. He's set,
Now the pitch.
Hit
Hard on the ground is short.
Good double play, though.
For one.
Dang it!
Taken care of as well. It's a double play.
Boy, that's the great thing about having a good sinker, and it seems like a lot of times, even when guys do get a hit off of you, the next guy's going to come up and ground into a double play anyway. We've seen it before, and that's exactly what happens here.
Here's
Craig Gentry.
This will go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike.
Okay, on that.
The
The pitch.
And here's a swing. Another
Base hit.
And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Well, he's had some high stress here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Freddie Freeman will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Gaddis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side.
Almost.
Angels leave one.
Deputy Castro and Correa.
No score.
422.73 to 40.
Duffy makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch to him. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Sets the target low and it misses 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Out of play. Here comes a 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him.
Just showed it a pitch. Just showed it a pitch there.
Right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on 1 and 2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of playing off of that pitch.
Now a swing and a
Good
ball
pop-up. Good pop-up. Good pitch there.
Over and he puts it away for the first out. So one away, and here's the left-handed catcher, Joesph Marcotte. First pitch on the way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The next pitch. Now a swing, and he pops
Another
out.
pop-up. Swing fair ground.
There to take it. Escobar away now.
Escobar.
Hey, if you like a good pitcher's duel, it looks like we've got one brewing right here. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 3rd, and both of these guys look like they have their good stuff.
Carlos Correa will dig in again. He grounded out to start the first. Now the first pitch.
In there. 1-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Now a swing and a sharp.
Oh, come on, you should have that, Freeman.
He gives it the old Ole at 3rd, and he gets right by him into left.
Yeah, that's a 2-out here in the 3rd inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
Carlos Gomez will try it again. Set on strikes his first time. First pitch coming. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Ball 1.
They chase that.
The 1-1.
Nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him.
He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective. You're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Now the 3-1 home. And
this is hit hard on the ground. Short.
Second push out and this side is retired.
Astros lead 1. We'll head to the 4th. Still scoreless.
Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Harris and Steve Lyons with you in this one. First offering on the way. Now a line to center field. And Trout has himself a base hit.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
C.J. Cron will stand in here. He doubled his first time around.
I see him.
First pitch coming. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1.
Pause, now the pitch.
Oh, another sinker here. He's got it working for him now. 0-2. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Got him. Schooled on the pitch and he swings out here at third for strike 3.
But fortunately here, no advance.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate. Look where it winds up. Completely out of the zone. That's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Here's Albert now. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play.
One strike to Pujols. Swing hard liner to left center.
And Pujols is likely going to have himself extra bases here. And Gomez will get this one in off the wall. Trout around third. He can move. And in time. Down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Yeah, now in hindsight, you could have had runners at second and third with one out, but they roll the dice. They're trying to pick up that run from first, and it winds up not working out for them.
Runner stuck there. Controller problems.
Into
the box now. Yunel Escobar.
This is grounded foul long left. That's strike 1. He's set.
Now the pitch.
Oh,
that ball driven into left center.
It's good, Rob. 1-0.
Down for extra bases. And the runner will score. The Angels grab the early 1-0 lead.
I gotta tell you,
I love this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count, it really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking, and he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
In
And now is Andrelton Simmons as he will round this one foul off to the left side. It's 1-1.
And figure some out here.
One run, 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels.
He's ready.
Now the pitch.
Swing and a
liner.
But
Foul. Comes set. Now the pitch. Now a ball hard foul off the left. Ready with another 0-2. Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line. So try it again. Another 0-2 home. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Foul ball. The count is 0-2.
Here comes another 0-2. Hit hard.
It's it.
It's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Guys, that is an at-bat right there. You're going to watch. He fouled off 3 straight 0-2 pitches, and he hung in there long enough to hit that 6th pitch hard somewhere. That is great perseverance.
Now that was a chess match.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. And the throw is time. His strikeout and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Angels do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. Will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Now the first pitch.
Now look out as this is foul on the right side. Here it comes. Now a little dribbler up the line to first.
He's out there. Somebody come in, mama.
And these two teams right back at it
tomorrow
night. We'll have a good game with series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another.
Evan Gaddis dig in here. Flew out his first round.
Now here's the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this
That's
is
straight
going
to
to
the
wind up a foul
mama.
ball. And now a pitch on the way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
Slider.
Here's the pitch. Oh, he lifts a high drifting into foul territory on the right side.
Right there.
It's over now, and he's got it for round number 2.
Very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Those are the kind of innings you love to have when you plan on working deep into a ball game.
George Springer.
It's time for the
here.
Springer show.
Ball third strike.
Yes, George.
First pitch coming from Wilson.
And here's a
Oh, that was a strike. You should have swung at it. That way we can have a fight at the Springer show.
Here's the 1-0.
Fastball. Seems like we've seen a lot of guys played on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
here's a pitch swung on.
Missed 1-2 now.
Just gotta work the pitches.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's Wilson's 1-2 pitch. And this is fouled straight back.
Again, a 1-2. 1-2, an off-speed pitch, no dice, 2-2.
That's another ball. Okay.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up.
Let's see people.
The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Giovanni Soto will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth. First pitch coming. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and it looks like a visiting video maybe after that. It's 0-2 now.
I'll tell you what, it's tough to try and outthink this guy out there. Seems like whatever pitch he throws, you're stuck looking for something else.
Now the pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
So with the leadoff man aboard, we take a trip into the recent past.
We call on our graphic for today's edition of This Date in Baseball History.
That was at Turner Field, not at Coolersville, though. Makes a difference.
Craig Gentry will come forward now. He has flied out in singles so far. Here's the first offering. On the ground is short. This could be two. Altuve for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
That is a very quick turn up the middle there. This is not a guy that you're going to double up all that often. But you see the good feed and then the strong return throw, and they're indeed able to roll him up.
Into the box, Freddie Freeman. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike.
One run, 8 hits, and no errors to this point for the A's.
And the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Angels go quietly there, but they're on top 1-0. Marwin Gonzalez will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike one. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it should be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Now he tries to hold back, but he makes contact here, and this is Luke foul. The pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Changes up on him, and that's in the dirt for a ball.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1 and 2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
Here he comes on 2-2. 3-2 now. Wilson runs the count full.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a ball hit foul. This will find the seats in right. The 3-2 one more time. Boy, really making it work now. As the seventh pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he can only go for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location. He's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
This guy's having a real bad year.
Will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And here's the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Now the pitch. And a change up here, but that's taken low in the third ball.
Ready now on 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
1 out, nobody on. Fouled back.
Now another 1-2.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And the pitch tagging out of the first base line.
Now that is really athletic.
Coming off the mound. Normally you'd figure a lefty would fall towards the third base side, but he gets a good break on this ball, and he's able to hustle over there to both make the scoop and the tag for the out.
In now, Matt Duffy.
As he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Here it comes. That's in there. And he's deep now 1-2.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. So it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! Two gets punished. And how about that? Matt Duffy has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence and circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Mistake.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with his fastball.
Backs him off a bit.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. A pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder.
That looked like it caught him swirling in the arm.
And now, fortunately, they will get it out here. Castro's able to tie it here on the solo home run.
Tied it though.
Through 5 innings. All even now at 1-1. Mike Trout will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Now here's the first pitch. Swing, hard hit ball to second.
Throw to first, yes, off man's retired here to begin the 6th. C.J. Cron will try again. He struck out swinging his last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Not too many strikeouts on the ledger
for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And
he will make the play out there. There are two away now.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Here's Albert now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Here's a 1-0. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful. But yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Two out, nobody on. The 2-0 home now to Albert. Now a ball hit sharply down the line at third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
Wow. 2-0 count. This is a room service fastball. Look where this thing is. Right down the middle. I mean, he can't help but jump all over that.
Stepping
in now, Yunel Escobar. He'll take a look at the pitch too low.
Making pitches.
The 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Foul ball. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. Angels strand 1.
Score remains tied 1-1. Time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance.
First pitch on the way.
Fastball here. Take a look at ball 1-0. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
1-1 on the way. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. A 2-1
offering.
This ball sent in the air out to straightaway left.
That's going to be an out.
Has him perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Carlos Gomez stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Pitch on the way. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Hi guys, how you doing? We're just hanging around playing some baseball.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He can go just about anywhere from here.
So what can we do here? What can we do here?
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-2. And now
Got it!
in there for a ball, third strike. And there it's gone.
My mama said you better shop around.
This has been the game for you. I mean, these two guys have both been exceptional so far. Just 2 runs allowed between both of them. Of
Look
course,
at that masterpiece
makes the
right there.
broadcasters awfully happy because this game has flown by.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the third. It's ball 1.
On the way. Just missing here, 2-0.
What they've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here comes the 2-1. Hit hard to third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning.
The free.
Astros go down 1-2-3. Still tied 1 apiece.
Altuve is upset.
Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Andrelton Simmons will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. Been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. And the pitch. Oh, he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now.
Well, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Once more.
And he gets under this one, and in fact breaks his bat and this one's not done.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. That sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He singled and struck out.
First pitch to him. Now this is back up the middle, and it'll get into center field. And a chance now with the go-ahead run at first and 1 away.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Giovanni Soto will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point.
First offering on the way. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole.
And Soto's scored. He's got himself a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Craig Gentry will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far.
First pitch coming. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground short. And that's through for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away.
Well, that's 3 hits for him now after the leadoff guy was retired. Well, now the bases are loaded here as they try to cash in.
Yep,
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout, and that'll spell the end now for Scott Feldman. So he'll leave in a tie ball game, but he's also responsible for the 3 men on base, and he'll need some big-time help here to preserve a no decision. Luke Gregerson will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only 1 man out.
Freddie Freeman step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance of redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Now the first pitch. Now this ball
Base hit!
That's a base hit.
And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Well, I don't know how you start anything much better than this. That's 4 straight hits now. This one brings home a run, and they're all set up to bring home a crooked number if they can keep this going.
Mike Trout will stand in with a big opportunity to pad this lead and avoid the play ball. Now here's the first pitch.
Miserable error there in one.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, too. He just didn't hit it.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a ball hit hard towards center.
And they'll get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. And second run scores. Now it's 4-1 ball game. C.J. Cron will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
4-1.
First pitch coming.
This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit.
Take it.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Albert Pujols will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-off in a big way.
From the
belt, kicks and deals.
Swing
and a hard hit ball towards the hole.
And he's in there.
Hey!
Well, nothing going right on the mound for him right now. This is going to be scored an infield single, and that's just going to make matters worse out there as that loads the bases.
Safe there.
Will Harris will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a base
jam
loaded.
with 2 men out.
Action in the bullpen now as the right-hander begins to throw out there. Into the box now, Yunel Escobar.
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. 2-run score.
Hey, so the other one.
And you know, that might be the one that breaks the camel's back right there. A 3-run deficit was going to be tough enough, but now it's up to 5 after that. And it might be about time to wave the white flag out there.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in, and another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
See what we can do here.
Here's the first offering. Oh, and he may pick up both runners here as this is into right center. That's a base hit.
Now it's cut off. He will score as well. Putting some distance between them now as that lead gets even bigger.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Cole Calhoun will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Here's the first offering. Oh, hit sharply as this pulled into right. Springer is there to make the catch, and Mossop is finally retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. Stretch time coming up here in Denver. Angels are out in front, 8-1. Evan Gaddis will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup has been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Alright, we're going to do some substitutions. We're going to get Mike Trout some rest.
Rafael
Ortega is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
We're going to rest Soto.
Carlos Perez is also into the ballgame as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Johnny Giavotella will also
as he takes over at third base. Number 8 is also into the ballgame now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 8.
Mike Warren will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just
get some work in here.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. A chance here at least, but he's got to work in
what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. They'll need to guard against that.
Now here's the pitch. Swinging around foul. First base coach. Another 0-2 coming. And they'll try to tempt it with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Now here it comes. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. Ortega will back up and put this away for a long out number 1.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings. He's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
George Springer
will stand in. Struck out and popped out in 2 trips. First pitch coming. And that's in there for strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They held this lineup at bay.
That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder.
Well, I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Now the 1-2. Hit
hard towards the right side. And this is a fair ball into the corner.
That was lucky.
Yeah, this ball's hit right down the line and not fair by a whole lot.
You can see the umpire right on it to make the call. He gets it right as this ball is fair by not more than a foot or so.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half.
Strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. As a look, now the pitch. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
And with a runner on first here, you're playing right into the pitcher's hands if you go chasing pitches below the knees. You got to know the situation and make him bring something up in the zone.
Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Standing in now, Colby Rasmus, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle, strike 1. Set now the pitch, and I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did.
Strike. Comes set, now the pitch. And he stays alive as this is grounded foul. Ready with another 0-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1 left for Houston. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Number 35 will come in and pitch now. Carlos Perez will stand in now, and he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul.
Here's the pitch.
And this is going to be fouled. And now
pitch on the way. And changeup swung out, missed for the first down.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Craig Gentry will step in. Singleton came around to score his last time. Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. Gaddis is underneath this one. And there's the second out of the inning.
8-1 our score as you look at our in-game line score.
This one's pretty much all over but the shouting. Johnny Giavotella will be the batter. And here's the first pitch. Now here's a ball hit sharply towards the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that.
Into the box, Rafael Ortega. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. The 1-0. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole.
Yes, sir.
Reach for the backhand, but he can't get the glove on it as it gets right by him. And now, gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. But by the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
Here's C.J. Cron now. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Angels strand a couple, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Matt Duffy will dig in. A home run his last time. First pitch on the way. Sliced hard, but foul. Look out of it. Now the pitch. Started to go around there. Pulls up, ball 1.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. That's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
The 1-1 home. Out of play. Right-hander deals on 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Here comes a 2-2. And that misses, so we can full count 3-2.
This is a nice job for that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
3-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's got that strikeout pitch
now. It's 3 in a row for him as there's 1 away.
And let's take a look at the location of that final pitch here on Show Track. And you're going to see that even though he had a home run earlier in this ball game, they decide to come right back after him up in the zone, and they get him to swing right through.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And a fastball there inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Yeah, not trying to hit him, I don't think. But sometimes you need to keep guys honest out there. I think that's all he was trying to do.
Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1 and 2.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Here comes the 1-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Well, if you're just tuning into this game and you're wondering what's going on so far, well, here's the last 4 guys that have come to the plate. Here they are in order, and he's set down all 4 of those guys, all via the strikeout.
Take it.
Carlos Correa is standing now with 2 away.
Needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Now the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
1-0 pitch now.
Swing and a
miss, and Bender, and it's 1-1.
One pitch on the way. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back at Coors Field in just a moment. Albert Pujols get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth. First pitch to him. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. One strike to Pujols. Swing and he pops him up. Foul territory. Gonzalez is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Stepping in now, number 8. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Not the greatest at bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they were going to be out. Andrelton Simmons will be the batter. He singled home a couple in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Gomez is there, and they'll make the catch to retire the side. Angels are gone in order, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Carlos Gomez will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is marvelous time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And the pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Here it comes. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1. And this is pulled foul. It's way out front there. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Here comes a 1-2. And look out! And he took his head off. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's one away.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
temperature is in the 40s, this one's going to sting for a while. No doubt about that.
Evan Gaddis now standing in, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed
for strike one. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
And he will make the catch down, and the Angels have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, what a nice job to come in here and finish this one off. And with that, he picks up career save number 1. So nice going.
Take it. Astros don't like it. I had a few players in there that
one more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory.
Player game that's going to be
and guys, the Angels were fortunate here to get a terrific start out of this man, C.J. Wilson. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it's not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Angels are winners here.
We got 67 Mike Oat. What's up? I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to take a bathroom break, get another tea, and I'll be back. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you come back here in a little bit. Thank you.